James Twin for the untouchable True School Sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire. Y'all know the rest, man. Now listen, this is my official post-fight review for Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello for the WBA title at 140 pounds. And the result of the fight is a very razor-tight, razor-thin, very close, split decision victory for Alberto Puello. He retains the title. So let's talk about it because, man, these are two fighters. You know, Puello, crafty, intelligent, southpaw. Sometimes he can be known as a spoiler. Sandor Martin, kind of the same thing. Can sometimes be known as a bit of a spoiler. These are not two fighters that you would associate with being overly aggressive or overly exciting. But I think tonight they both produced a really entertaining fight. You know, because they couldn't both just sit there and wait each other out. One of the fighters had to get on their front foot and take the lead. And that fighter in the early part of this fight, in the early and middle part of the fight, was Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin was getting on the front foot with Puello. He was, you know, shooting that straight left hand down the middle. You know, he was like me and Sean Tatel said in our breakdown earlier in the week. Martin was the better fighter down the middle. You know, as far as being a sniper, punching down the middle, Martin had the edge. Martin was the better fighter on the outside. He was the better fighter on the inside. And, you know, I think he won a lot of those early rounds because he was a busier fighter. He was able to control the range, control the real estate and where the fight was fought with his feet. Puello was more of the mid-range guy. He couldn't really get Sandor there as much as he wanted to early on. But as the fight wore on and adjustments were being made, you know, Puello kind of started to use his size and maul Sandor, and he stopped trying to do all this Ismael Salas, you know, boxeo con flow bullshit, and he just started to outwork Sandor as Sandor Martin's output lowered. So, you know, punches you saw Puello land on the stretch were like the right hook to the head. And when you would land, these punches were clear and they were effective and they would get the attention of fans and the judges. So it was a close fight. There's really not much in it. I'm not going to sit here and call it a robbery, you know, and I'm not, like, I was right. I got my prediction right, but I would have loved to have seen Sandor Martin win this fight just for the story of what it represented in boxing. You know, the culmination of so much perseverance in his career. You know, this is a guy that turned pro in 2011, so we're talking about a 13-year pro career. This I believe was his 46th or 47th professional fight. So one of the most experienced fighters in boxing. To see him get the world title would have been great. And I think personally, like, I didn't score the fight round by round, to be honest. But just watching it, I thought Sandor Martin was just half a step ahead of Puello. I think, like, every time Puello did some good work, I thought Sandor did a good job of out hustling him in the pocket. I thought Sandor was able to, you know, shoot in between the shots very well early in the fight. And I think he banked enough early rounds in the fight to edge a very close decision. And the judges didn't see it that way. It's highly unfortunate. Puello didn't really impress me. Like, nothing tonight showed me that he's gonna beat, you know, the winner of the next fight, which is Gary Anton Russell. And well, he beat Gary, so I can't say Gary, but, you know, nothing showed me that he's gonna be this dominant 140-pound champion. I saw a guy who's good, who's competent, who is smart and can make some adjustments, but I still saw some things to be desired. I think Sandor Martin really probably should have won this fight, so I do think it's unfortunate. I think for Puello, I'm not sure what could be next for him. Maybe he fights Raul Valenzuela if Raul Valenzuela comes to his fight, because they're about to fight here soon. But really good fight. You know, I think in boxing, we always hear when two fighters who don't have, like, the reputation for being exciting fighters, when they match up, and those matches are being thrown out there, fans always shoot them down. But you saw tonight, both these guys really aren't the most exciting fighters in the world, but they brought a really high level, really entertaining fight. A lot of good action, a lot of adjustments, just really high level boxing at work. So Puello makes the first defense of his title successfully against Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin, you know, does not get the opportunity in his career, unfortunately, to become the 15th world champion from the country of Spain. He does not get to realize his dream, his 13-year dream of becoming a world champion. It's highly unfortunate. I think he did more than enough to win this fight. And I think they should have given it to him, to be honest with you, because I think, just being honest, I think Sandor Martin winning the title would have been more intriguing for the division because, Devin Haney did duck Sandor Martin. He didn't want to fight him, right? And then, it would have potentially set up a Teofimo Lopez unification rematch, which I thought would have been cool. But, it is what it is. He's a top-ranked fighter on a PBC card. He's from Spain. There's, I guess, more marketability, you could say, with the Dominican fighter than the Spanish fighter, if I'm trying to figure out why Puello got the decision. I mean, look, it's not a robbery. There's not much in it. I think both guys had an argument to win the fight, but I liked Sandor's Martin. I liked his fight better. I thought he was the more consistent fighter throughout the rounds. I thought Sandor Martin was just better, just more consistent throughout the rounds. Puello, to me, was pissing me off. He actually showed in this fight a lack of versatility. He showed IQ. He showed that he knows how to make some in-fight adjustments, but I saw a lack of versatility. He's a mid-range fighter, primarily a mid-range fighter, because when he had another outside sniper on the opposite of him, he didn't have the answer for that. It's all well and good to punch down the middle with Gary Anton Russell, who has shorter arms than you, but with Sandor Martin, a guy with better feet, a guy who's more experienced, who could shoot down the middle just like you can, he didn't have no answers. He didn't have a lot of answers in the fight. So he wins the fight, but I leave very unimpressed with Puello, and I leave still very impressed with Martin. Martin, I feel like, body attack is very good. Very crafty body puncher, and maybe some of that didn't get rewarded by the judges, but nonetheless, good fight. We'll see what happens for Puello going down the road, and Sandor Martin, unfortunately, he doesn't get his dreams realized being champion, but, he has my respect, and I think that, he's still one of the top 140-pound contenders out there for anybody, so, make of that what you will. I will be going live after the fight, so guys, stay tuned for that. There will be one more post-fight review video after this for the Gary Anton Russell Ryle fight, so stay tuned for that. And leave your comments down below. Who did you guys have winning the fight, and how'd you score it? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you could love me or you could hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.
Keep watching my boy BT put on the best interviews out here.